sound of searching for my luggage. I just told you what you need, how you can help me. About the reference number I gave you. Kaikki kamaat hukas. Eikä kellään mitään hajoamiseen. The whole reason why I wanted to travel so far to Japan is in those bags. So it's not a food tasting trip. It's a snowboard trip. When I first visited Japan, I had never experienced riding in powder snow. I was hooked on it right away. And that very much dictated most of my winters after that. At some point, I visited Japan at least 2 times a year, just because I knew that the snow over here is perfect.
Tuo oli niinku ehkä yksi siisteimmistä jutuista.
Over the years, my interests in snowboarding have changed a lot. I've been more drawn in the big mountain lines. I started to explore freeriding possibilities at my home in the Arctic. And I've learned a lot about mountains during that time. After 4 years in the north, I decided I want to travel back to Japan, the place where I first learned about freeriding. I think there's a lot more to ride than just powder. All right, nice. What time? In Asahikawa Airport. Tomo arigato. Gozaimasu. Nyt lähetti laske. Alkaa reissu kunnolla. The typical type of riding in Japan is riding in the trees and enjoying the powder snow. It's playful, fun, and it feels rather safe.
Whoa! Hey! Hey! Antti, saiko?
It's endless powder days over there. To me, it's a Groundhog Day. Suddenly, a week has passed and you have no idea what you did because the days are just blending in fully.
Are you waiting coffee?
I've done a lot of film projects in Japan that have been focusing a lot in powder snow and the best quality snow over there. At some point, it started to feel like that I'm doing the same thing all over again. I was focusing on just enjoying the snow in the areas that I knew would be good, and that's it. During those trips, I've seen the potential and places that are higher up there. I think it was because of my lack of knowledge that led me into the situation where I would never go there. I was not really trying to explore that much.
Technical. Mettä saa bootpackilla. Kaikkea sitä Japanissa ryhtyy. Käy vähän kattoo spottia.
Maybe good snow, but upside is okay. So
Low bar, take care.
yeah.
We're exploring, we're checking, and that's what it's all about. Snow quality can change, but if the process is sort of manageable, then it's okay.
Antti drop in. Okay, I'm done. Tuli jees se yläosa, alaosa ja paska, but this was fucking rocking, boys.
Nice couloir experience. Just the freaking low part, so chunky and sketchy. So basically side slipping on the bottleneck, but that's exactly why I came here. Not to ride shitty snow, but to check new spots. Oh my god, that was cool. I'm calling it complete.
So hard.
7-Eleven couloir. I've driven past that couloir so many times when I've been here filming in low altitude spots. So finally I went to check it out, so I'm super happy. Now time for ramen.
You want to go to steep line?
Yes, I hope, but only if it makes sense.
Alright.
I don't want to go if it's too dangerous. Yeah, definitely not. The weather in Japan feels like it's all over the place. And I'm having a hard time to understand where the good conditions are for the big mountains. You need a lot of local knowledge to make a trip like this happen. We have 7 or 8 options.
Yeah.
And a couple bad weather options and a few shorter and then a couple longer ones. So, okay. Like, I don't really care anymore if the snow is not fully perfect when I'm riding it. But what I do care about is that is the snowback stable. And that to me is actually a much more important proof of a good snow rather than just the top surface.
Yeah. Top. It's gonna pop for sure.
Kun tuo poppaa tuo seinä tuossa rollerin kohdalla, niin sitten pitää laskea tanan lujaa. Ja se voi niinku lähteä hämähäkiseittinä tuosta ylhäältä kokonaan, tiedätkö? To understand what's underneath that great snow is actually much more important than how the snow feels when you are riding it. Tääkin saattaa lähteä. Tässä on paljon lunta. I think I have to ride a mellower line first and see how the snow is reacting, and then if we still have light I can consider riding the main line.
Drop!
Sori, joutui vetää ihan täysiä, kun se kräkkäs heti se seinä.
I think this tricky face will pop. It's exactly like that. That's not even the problem, but it's a little bit complex terrain, so if I do a mistake on that, I don't really have a too big of an escape, except if I go there, but maybe the most important thing is to understand that when I'm traveling to a new place, I should act the way that locals would approve, and taking any unnecessary risks is something that we cannot do at all here, in my opinion. Maybe today is not the day for this. I will say no, and maybe that's all good. Maybe some lines can be done later, or maybe some lines are just something that you can just admire and be like, all right, it's amazing that there is a place like this, and you have to be happy when someone scores the right conditions. But today, I think it's a little bit too dangerous. Let's go somewhere else, have a good time. Okay, Antti drop in. Go by. I'm gonna continue now. All good. Aika tiukkaa menoa. Se oli varmaan ihan hyvää päätös, ettei vetty sitä isoa seinää. Blue sky above us. Very small patch. Yeah. Turns out it's not really easy to film lines in January here. Holy shit. Joo, täällä on tällainen krasti ja se on ihan sokeria tuolta alta. Jos tuolta tulee ylhäältä jotain, niin se voi tän kohan laukasta. Mä lähden tästä alas. Can't control the weather. It is what it is, and here in Japan it comes like all over the place, and the weather conditions are so local. What the fuck? Seriously? Take, this is like home. Our home. Wind.
Like this?
Yeah, a lot of time only wind. Well, we are quite high altitude, over 1,000 meters above sea level, so you can expect it to get quite windy. So I traveled all the way here with an idea of trying to do some of these lines that I've seen. Bushwhacking for a shoot. I thought we can go up on the from the mouth, but there was a mega crack, like a crevasse. And I've never been in these locations because most of the time what I've been doing is that I've been riding in the trees and in the areas that are a little bit lower. There's a reason for that. Big line, top part like this, no go. It's not easy to score good light conditions and good snow conditions here during this time of the year. Today's snow would be perfect for riding lines, but we are clouded. This is maybe one of those moments on the trip when you've been like dreaming that you would ride these cool things that are in your head, and you start realizing that time is running out a little bit, and am I ever gonna get to ride any of those? And when that happens, it's good to stop and go ride the stuff that you can ride. When's the last time you have been riding 50 centimeters of new snow, Jaakko? Never. It's looking like maybe tomorrow and day after is gonna be very good weather. And the question is now, do you go for the pleasure and do some good riding, or do you go for a little bit of an adventure at least and suffer a bit and maybe score a really good line?
ね、僕はアンティが来るよっていう話をもらってから一緒に行きたいなって思ってたとこが、まあ、初日にチェックしに行った上幌亀徳山をぜひ2人で一緒に登って滑りたいなっていうのを思ってます。ただやっぱりまあこの辺で言っても一番ハイアルパインなエリアなので、まあ、タイミングを見て残りの日数で行ければいいなと思ってます。
Little bit wind effect then.
Yeah.
Do you prefer this type of terrain over good snow?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You rather choose this condition and go check than go to a great powder?
Yeah.
So we're in the right spot today.
Stop. Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you. Wow. Looks amazing. I can't believe I'm saying it. It's gonna be next time in Japan. Yeah! Woo! Straight into the freaking volcano, and the snow in the bottom was nice. Little scratch, but this is why I come to Japan. I think my decisions for what's good riding has been so dictated only about the quality of snow and not the quality of adventure, that I've missed out a lot of opportunities in my life to enjoy time in the mountains. I think it's because of the culture that I live in, the culture that I love and I admire. I'm carrying with me.
Yes.
That was fun. I've been too fixated to think that what is cool riding and what is cool filming also. Where I get the most amazing feelings is when I put myself into a situation where I really have to start solving problems. All you need is one clear day and I get to use all the tools that I brought from Finland to here. This condition, that is my specialty. Very hard, very crafty, very Arctic. By far one of the most memorable experiences I've had in Japan, and this is my 26th time here. Whether you are able to ride a nice line or not, it's the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. But what really matters are the relationships that you are creating with the people who you are doing this stuff. We're enjoying the day with my friend Kagu. Hyvä Suomi!
My biggest achievement at the end of the day when I come visiting Japan, that I can come meet the friends that I've made here. On top of that, during this trip, I've been able to make new friendships, and that is maybe the most amazing thing that you can ever imagine to achieve when you go out on a snowboarding trip.
How old are you?
Now 37.
37?
Yeah.
Young.
You?
Yeah, 48.
Okay. Very, very young. I'm very young. Take here, he has summited Mount Everest and Denali and has done a lot of cool adventures skiing. So we've been in a good company today.
You have to do so many things right to earn sort of a respect that people want to do things with you in the mountains. You have to be trustworthy so that a person who has never met you can feel that they can trust you in the mountains, that they can share these moments with you and possibly later on even give you a call and ask you to go ride with them just because they enjoyed the day with you out in the mountains before.
Oi! Yakaku. So good. It's freaking snowing like crazy. Basics of my trip to Japan. Windy and snowy, and when it's not windy and snowy, it's too unstable to ride on the sun. No worries, today looks fun though, so last run of the trip. I hope I can do it well. Thank you.